So I bought a Pontiac G6 GT from a used car dealer. Come to find out, I did some research on some recalls, and come to find out that GM won't honor certain recalls on the car, which is very, 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 very important to the driver and the car. You have to get that. You have to have it done. You have to research your car. You have to see what's going on, and you have to make them do what they're supposed to do. Okay, so I had bought a used car, a 2008 Pontiac G6 GT, and I bought it from a used car lot. And the steering, they told me about the steering when I first purchased the car. So I've had control arms put on there. I've had new tie rod ends, everything put on there. So I was researching the vehicle from Kelly Blue Book. I have it printed out right here for you. They said on my vehicle, I put in the VIN number, and they said, this is what was wrong with the car. I don't know if you can see that or not. So when I called Chevy and GM and I asked them about the recalls, they told me there's only 2 recalls on my car. I got this from the Kelly Blue Book service. When I Googled my car, looked up my car, and everything on here is everything wrong with my car, especially the steering. Well, they said the steering wasn't a recall any longer, which is the main reason that, I looked up the recall to see what was maybe going on with the car. So it was, it actually says it's a electrical system. My electrical system is messed up. The electronic stability control, exterior lighting, service brakes, hydraulic vehicle speed control, then the steering, and then the powertrain, automatic transmission, gear position indication. So yeah, that's definitely what's wrong with my car. So I had got a hold of Chevy and told them this is what Kelly Blue Book says. And they was like, well, this is not what we don't, it's not the steering, it's not for your car. So I got a hold of the Transportation Association, and ever since I made us think about it, they made Kelly Blue Book take it off. And it's just, it could end up being traumatic. It could end up really hurting me or somebody else if I lose control of the car. I was during second month during quarantine, I was diagnosed with 2nd stage ovarian cancer. So I kind of need a car to get back and forth to the doctors. I'm not rich or anything like that. I'm a single mom. So I just want them to do what's right. If they had a recall on the car, just fix the car. That's just, I'm not asking for a brand new car. I'm just fix what's wrong with the car that you had a recall on my, I put in the VIN number, and that's what came up, that the car needed to be recalled for. So when I got a hold of Chevy, they told me no, they wouldn't fix it. And I can't afford the out-of-pocket expense. That's expensive to fix the steering in that car. There's a lot of play in the steering wheel. It's pretty scary to drive. I just want them to fix the car. That would be great if they would just, honor what they said in the first place. I was looking up the recalls. It said it was a recall. I get a hold of them, and then it's not a recall any longer. I don't know how that happens. I just need maybe write a demand letter to the company, see what they can do about it. If they choose to honor it, that would be great. If not, it could be pretty tragic for a lot of people. I talked to the GM rep on the phone at the GM company, and he said they will not, if I wanted the steering fixed, I would have to pay for it out of pocket. That would be up to me. They said they would fix the brake lamps. That's pretty much what they said in the gear indication light. The whole electrical system in that car, the windows go up and down. Sometimes they go up, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't go down. Sometimes the door locks go up and down, while you're driving the car. The airbag light is on. Like, there's a malfunction with the airbag in that car too. And it says it on the recall list as well. But yeah, they said anything with the steering, I guess because it's the most expensive, I would have to pay for it out of pocket. So I'm just looking for a resolution. Please, all I'm asking is you fix the car, because I don't want this to happen. If anybody else has Pontiacs like this, I don't want anybody to get hurt. And the situation with the car, the steering, it's just it's unreal. And somebody will end up dying because the car will go out of control. You won't be able to steer the car. I have all these papers of things that I fixed on his car myself already. Everything. I've had tie rod ends. I've had everything, control arms and everything I put on this car, and it's still the steering. It has something to do, maybe the mechanic said maybe the rack and pinion, there's a knuckle that goes bad in these cars all the time. So it's pretty much the rack and pinion system is not very good. It's not up to par. It's not definitely not for safety standards. I'm hoping somebody will contact me and we can have a resolution. Like, I just want the car fixed. It's the only car that I have right now. You know, I don't have another car. So this is the car that I have to depend on. It's my daily driver. I just, put it in the shop and fix it. That's just what's right is right.